right, everybody. So we're here at the Lilikoi. So in my past, um, I've grown a Lilikoi. I had brought home from Big Island one Lilikoi fruit, and it came from Kilkaha. So I brought it home, and I cut it in half. I ate half, and the other half I had germinated, and I grew it on a mango tree, next to a mango tree. And over time, it took over the entire mango tree, but they work synergistically together. The mango tree feeds the lilikoi feeds the mango tree, and they work really well together. And it blew people's mind when they would come by and see it. They would ask, "What kind of tree is that?" Because you're looking at what looks like a mango tree, but there's a web of lilikoi over it, and the fruits and the mangoes, the lilikoi and the mango fruits. It's just a beautiful sight. So the idea that I had was that we're gonna clear out around the kiawe tree, because kiawe trees are host trees that also nurture plants around it. And because lilikoi is also a nurturing plant, it likes to grow around mango trees or any kind of tree like that. I decided to um, germinate lilikoi. So a whole bunch of them came up in a pot. So I put a bunch, 5 sections all around this. One section here, section there, section there, section there, section there. And I planted all the way around. And I felt that one day it's gonna, when it roots and it grows, it's gonna encompass the entire tree. Well, as you can see, it worked. And not only that, what you can see also here is that popolo plant is growing. And if you come here, you can see this is the biggest. Um, when we first got on this island, my wife found the popolo plant in the bushes, and we dug it up and we replanted it, and we was able to grow it in our first garden. So as you can see, the popolo grows very nice here, and he said he wanted to hang out over here too, so we got that. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna, because I noticed that there's yellowing, my wife just let me know that there's yellowing of the leaves. One of the things we're gonna do is we're gonna get some fertilizer, and we're gonna put it in the ground to add more nutrients to the ground. But as you can see, it goes all the way up, at least 20 feet up in the air. Lilikoi going all the way up. And several times it flowered, but I think we gotta wait till like the third time it flowers before fruit will actually come. But if there is fruit, we're not gonna see them yet because it's all in the vines. So here we go. We have lilikoi going right now. All right. So there you have it, guys. This is and we're gonna water it. So let me show you we're watering right here. We wanna make sure we let them drink plenty of water. The juicier the fruit, the better. So I usually do 2 rounds for these guys. Primarily, if you look at, you can tell the plant, if it's drooping leaves like this, that means it's not getting enough water. And the popolo will also start sagging. That's how I knew is things not getting watered. Because if you water it all the time, they'll come out nice and vibrant. They look like they're alive. So I go around one, and then I go back around the other way. I try to make sure that I completely soak everything. Get all up in there. All up in there. Okay. There we go. All right, everybody. That's our lilikoi. Right in, you come in the second gate. It's right here to greet everybody. Right in this area that we're going to, um, one day, we're going to build a holle here that everybody's going to go to school here. We're going to teach paralegal, pro se litigation classes, Olelo Hawaii. And before we end this video, I want to show you what we have here. We want to be able to be an asset to the community. So I got a call. I said, hey, the storm is coming. Kiko was coming at that time. It was about 4 or 5 days ago. And we have MREs that we're going to be using to um, provide MREs to the homeless. And can we have a spot, use a spot for that? So I said, sure, just come. You know, this is part of self-determination and self-sufficiency. And so they bought 3 pallets worth of MREs. So we have it here, and we cover it with tarp to make sure that things stay protected. But these are all MREs, as you can see. It says humanitarian daily ration.
And they have a list of homeless beneficiaries, right?
Right.
That they're working with.
Right. That's exactly what my wife said. So we have a Hui out there that's they're concerned, they're trust beneficiaries, taking the lead to work with other trust beneficiaries who are homeless, and they're looking to take care of them. And part of that is to be able to provide meals for them. And this is what's going to happen right here. So as you can see, we have 3 pallets worth of MREs. So this is going to feed our lahui in these troubled times. And we got to think about those of us on a 30% AMI or less, average medium income range, which means that you're probably living off of welfare or SSI, or you're disabled, you're kupuna status, and you can't qualify for a mortgage, and it's just not working. This is an opportunity for us to be on the Aina and to be able to survive on the Aina and not be an eyesore in the community. So there's no free ride here. I'm gonna make it clear again. There's no free ride. This is extremely difficult task to do. What went into doing all this, we needed all the help we could get. It's extremely difficult to clear out these vacant, unmanaged lands. So the department is correct in a sense that it's not for everyone. But if you do decide you want to do this, be prepared. I'm 61 years old. I got leukemia. I just had a stroke in January. My wife has serious medical problems. The kids got serious medical problems. It's not easy work. You have to be committed. That's what you have to be. You have to be truly committed, and you will be monitored. Because you know, we're not just trying to put Hawaiians on our land and they can just do whatever the hell they like and turn them into a junk pile. You know what I mean? We want some kind of subsistence ag living, but also fulfill all the what's allowed under the law. So if anybody has any problem with understanding the law, let me just tell you, in 1990, the state of Hawaii enacted what became Section 101 of the Act, of the Hawaiian Homes Commission Act. Read it extensively. Read it extensively. Not cherry pick it, but read it extensively. You'll understand what we have a right to do. And then also read Hawaii Vice Statutes 10H-2. Read the law. You know, lawyers, and when you get all these politicians involved with trying to interpret the laws and the courts trying to interpret the laws and all that, bro, the courts will tell you straight, right, that Hawaii's laws is written in plain language. And if the average everyday person will come up to the same conclusion, then you know you're on the right track. So we're not afraid of the government or lawyers and politicians and judges trying to tell us what it is. The law is there. And read the law. Section 101 of the Hawaiian Homes Commissions Act that was enacted in 1990. That's the first time that the act was made. Read the Hawaiian Department of Hawaiian Homeland's annual report that was put out by Lilikoi Drake to Governor Whitehead at that time. Read that, and then read Hawaii Vice Statutes 10H-2, because both of those, the Section 101 and 10H-2 tells you what the purpose of creating those laws are. And if you understand what the purpose are, nobody can tell you different. It's all written in plain language. Aloha.